Well, hello and welcome to our reflective service for Good Friday and Maundy Thursday. Hope you find this helpful. The series of readings and pieces of music for you to enjoy and reflect to. We've also got a text document that you might find helpful as well that you could print off the website and go and use somewhere quiet on your own if you've had enough time, as I have, looking at screens over the last couple of weeks. May God bless you as you spend time thinking upon his words. Amen.
When I survey the wondrous cross on which the Prince of Glory died, my richest gain I count but loss, and pour contempt on all my pride. Forbid it, Lord, that I should boast, save in the death of Christ my God. All the vain things that charm me most, I sacrifice them to his blood. See from his head, his hands, his feet, sorrow and love flow mingling down. Did e'er such love and sorrow meet, or thorns compose so rich a crown? Were the whole realm of nature mine, that were an offering far too small. Love so amazing, so divine, demands my soul, my life, my all.
And on the first day of unleavened bread, when they had sacrificed the Passover lamb, his disciples said to him, "Where will you have us go and prepare for you to eat the Passover?" And he sent two of his disciples and said to them, "Go into the city, and a man carrying a jar of water will meet you. Follow him, and wherever he enters, say to the master of the house, 'The teacher says, where is my guest room, where I may eat the Passover with my disciples?' And he will show you a large upper room, furnished and ready. There prepare for us." And the disciples set out and went to the city, and found it just as he had told them, and they prepared the Passover. And when it was evening, he came with the 12. And as they were reclining at table and eating, Jesus said, "Truly I say to you, one of you will betray me, one who is eating with me." They began to be sorrowful, and say to him one after another, "Is it I?" He said to them, "It is one of the 12, one who is dipping bread into the dish with me. For the Son of Man goes as it is written of him. But woe to that man by whom the Son of Man is betrayed. It would be better for him if he had never been born." And as they were eating, he took bread, and after blessing it, broke it and gave it to them and said, "Take, this is my body." And he took a cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, and they all drank of it. And he said to them, "This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many. Truly I say to you, I will not drink again of the fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new in the kingdom of God." And when they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives, and Jesus said to them, "You will all fall away, for it is written, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered. But after I am raised up, I will go before you to Galilee." Peter said to him, Even though they all fall away, I will not. And Jesus said to him, Truly I tell you, this very night, before the cock crows twice, you will deny me 3 times. But he said emphatically, If I must die with you, I will not deny you. And they all said the same.
Fagut portam Christi mortem, Christi mortem, passionis fac consortem, et plagas recelere. Fac me plagis vulnerari cruceac inebriari, Obamorem filii, Obamorem filii, Obamorem
And they went to a place called Gethsemane, and he said to his disciples, Sit here while I pray. And he took with him Peter and James and John, and began to be greatly distressed and troubled. And he said to them, My soul is very sorrowful, even to death. Remain here and watch. And going a little further, he went on the ground and prayed that, if it were possible, the hour might pass from him. And he said, Abba, Father, all things are possible for you. Remove this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will. And he came and found them sleeping, and said to Peter, Simon, are you asleep? Could you not watch 1 hour? Watch and pray, that you may not enter into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. And he went away and prayed, saying the same words. And again he came and found them sleeping, for their eyes were very heavy, and they did not know what to answer him. And he came the 3rd time, and said to them, Are you still sleeping and taking your rest? It is enough. The hour has come. The Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us be going. See, my betrayer is at hand.
despised and rejected, rejected of men, a man of sorrows, a man of sorrows, and acquainted with grief, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. He was despised, rejected. He was despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. He was despised, rejected, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief, and acquainted with grief, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. He gave his back to the smiters. He gave his back to the smiters, and his cheeks to them that plucked off the hair, and his cheeks to them that plucked off the hair, and his cheeks to them that plucked off the hair. He hid not his face from shame and spitting. He hid not his face from shame, from shame. He hid not his face from shame and spitting. dejected, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief, and acquainted with grief, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief.
And immediately, while he was still speaking, Judas came, one of the 12, and with him a crowd with swords and clubs, from the chief priests and the scribes and the elders. Now the betrayer had given them a sign, saying, "The one I will kiss is the man. Seize him, and lead him away under guard." And when he came, he went up to him at once, and said, "Rabbi," and he kissed him. And they laid hands on him, and seized him. But one of those who stood by drew his sword, and struck the servant of the high priest, and cut off his ear. And Jesus said to them, "Have you come out against us, as against a robber, with swords and clubs to capture me? Day after day I was with you in the temple teaching, and you did not seize me. But let the scriptures be fulfilled." And they all left him and fled.
Sing, my tongue, the glorious battle. Sing the ending of the fray. O'er the cross the victor's trophy, sound the loud triumphal lay. How the pains of death enduring, Earth's Redeemer won the day. When at length the appointed fullness of the sacred time was come, he was sent, the world's creator, from the Father's heavenly home, and was found in human fashion, offspring of the Virgin's womb. Now the 30 years are ended, which on earth he willed to see. Willingly he meets his passion, born to set his people free. On the cross the Lamb is lifted, there the sacrifice to be. There the nails and spear he suffers, vinegar and gall and reed, from his sacred body pierced, blood and water both proceed. Precious flood which all creation from the stain of sin hath freed. Thou alone wast counted worthy this world's ransom to sustain, that by the erect creation might its ark and haven gain. With the sacred blood anointed of the Lamb that hath been slain. Praise and honor to the Father, praise and honor to the Son, praise and honor to the Spirit, ever three and ever one, one in might and one in glory, while eternal ages run. Amen.